Sorry for the wait, but this is a figure review of Appa from the last Airbender toy line by Spin Master. In the back is the packaging. If you're interested, very cool picture or artwork from the movie. So here's Appa. This guy is gonna cost you $17.99 at Toys R Us, and in a figure like this, with that price, you would usually expect some sort of lights and sounds effect or maybe some sort of gimmicks. But this figure had nothing. It's not even a figure. This guy is more like a statue or just a simple display piece because he has almost no articulation. There's only one joint, which is a swivel joint in the neck, and what is even more disappointing is that the head uh, the head doesn't turn a complete 360 degrees. So very big disappointment in terms of scale, in terms of painting and articulation. This figure is so bad. You know, you you're gonna hate me for my opinion on this guy, especially the fan. But that's how I think of this figure. So let me give you a look at the packaging. Again, a picture of Appa, very cool, and Aang at the top. And here you have the 3" 3/4 figures, and here is Appa. And let me first talk about the articulation. And if you can look closely at Appa, at the picture on the back, there appears to be a cut joint on each of the leg and no joint at the ankle. But on the actual figure, there is no cut joint whatsoever. There's no cut joint here or on the leg, and what appears to be a swivel at the ankle, it doesn't turn. So what looks like to be a joint, but it's not a joint. So that's kind of a big downer. Uh, this figure comes with a removable tail that you can reattach, and it's come with this rope, but it's made of plastic. It is the same thing on a horse, to steer. I don't know the proper name for it, so I apologize. And so here's Aang sitting on Appa. Even though Aang is the smallest figure of the entire line, I think he is way too big for Appa, or maybe Appa is way too small for the figures. The 3 3/4 figures. From the show, I think Aang, I think if they remake Aang, the figure Aang should be only about this tall to Appa. So I think Appa is a little bit too small comparing to this figure. So the scale is not very accurate. Same thing is the painting. The painting of the fur is completely white, but as you can see, there is a picture on the box. Appa's fur appears to be gray, and he also looked gray in the trailer. So I don't know. I guess this color is accurate to the cartoon series. It's not movie accurate. So that is another thumb down for painting. Thumb down for articulation. Oh, let me give you a 360 of Appa. I think the only good thing about this guy is the sculpting. As you can see, I think you can appreciate the sculpting of the fur all over his body, and a little bit painting of the nail on Appa's foot, and the sculpting of the woven seat. The seat is not removable, by the way, and this thing, the strap is molded in to the body. And this is Appa's head. Very cool looking, and the arrow and the stripe. This is another figure that I think this is an example that you should not buy this guy online, because when I was looking at the others Appa figures at my Toys R Us, I saw that some of them had crooked horn, and it's not very straight. So when you're looking for this guy, if you want to buy this guy, just make sure that the horns are straight like that. And, seat the seat is also a little bit too small. I don't think it can fit. uh, you can fit one figure here and maybe one here. I don't think it can fit more than one as in the show, so that's why I think Appa is a little bit too small. Overall, this is a just for this, the fans gonna hate me for this. uh, this is a really bad figure in terms of articulation. Really bad painting is not even accurate, and the scale is not even right. uh, there's Aang. And so overall, I wouldn't recommend this figure to anyone, especially that you pay 18 bucks for him. So I think people can pass him off. You know, this is a figure that probably only the fans will be interested in. So I wouldn't recommend him. You should totally pass him up. I think he's over. I think he's overpriced. Especially he had no gimmicks, uh, and no lights and sound or anything. So don't get him. This is a bad figure. And thanks for watching.